36 in Millville, 38 in Middletown, 37 in Chalfont, but we're holding in the low 50s in the city itself with all that warmth from yesterday. Still holding on to that in the city itself. 39 degrees in Allentown. So in those suburbs, you're going to want a jacket, not really need it in the city. Although winds are really calm, you can kind of see from the wind vectors, there's going to be a westerly component to the wind today. That's going to allow these temperatures to really rise. Satellite and radar showing nice and clear. We're seeing nothing but sunshine out there and warming temperatures. So at 8 a.m. it's sunny and 49 degrees, and by lunchtime we've up to 73. Really warm, where typically the high is 65. We'll be sitting at 80 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Even at 8 o'clock at night, we're above our average high. It's 69 degrees, so a warm one today. Get outside. We may need the rain, but no rain in sight, guys.
All right, thank you, Karen. Karen Rogers, you say it's getting into the 80s today.
Right, yeah. We've had 3 days in the 70s. I guess we've gotten warmed up to this. And here we go, diving into the 80s today and tomorrow, the warmest days of the 7-day period here. Now, currently, we're sitting at 51 degrees right now in the city out there. We've got crystal clear skies. The wind is officially 1 mile an hour. So, yeah. Not much wind out there. It's nice and calm. But the flow today will be out of the west. We're going to warm things up. Maybe ahead some bike riding outside this afternoon if you can, or if you're one of those biking to work people out there this morning. It's a little chilly this morning in some of the suburbs. In the city, we may dip to about 49. At 10, it's 63, which is already pretty mild for this time of year. At lunchtime, 73. By 4 o'clock, you're sitting at least at 80 degrees with sunshine out there. So your high today in the city reaching 81 degrees. It is a warm one. It's sunny. And then tomorrow looks like record warmth. The record is 83. Looks like we'll be at least tying the record in the region, 83 degrees. And then the overnight hours, we stay in the 50s, pretty comfortable in the city. Wednesday, even staying warm, a high out about 80 degrees. But then we start to fall from there. We'll talk about the changes in that 7-day coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
All right. Thank you, Karen. It is
Happened in New Mexico over the weekend. 5 inches of torrential rains poured down in the city of Roswell tonight. I know we're looking at the forecast and Karen Rogers right now, so maybe we should just throw it to you.
Well, why not? As I sit here and brush my hair as you talk about the news today, Matt, let's talk about what you need to know as you're getting ready for your day. We're talking back-to-back 80s the next 2 days coming up. So some really warm numbers on the way. Likely record highs tomorrow. So it's unusual to get this kind of warmth. Temperatures are going to be more than 15 degrees above average today and tomorrow. However, they take a dip later this week, and we even have a couple of fall days for you coming up in the 7-day. So if you're not into the 80s, don't worry. I've got a little something for you too. But as we look at highs tomorrow, in Redding, a forecasted high of 84 above the record. 85 in Trenton would be record-breaking. Even in Wilmington, record-breaking temperatures. In Philadelphia, we may tie the record of 83 set back in 1920. So really unusual to be getting these 80s this late in the year. Satellite and radar showing nice and clear out there right now. We've got clear skies out there. It's rather cool this morning depending on where you are. At 8 a.m. we'll be at least in the upper 40s, low 50s in the city, but cooler in the suburbs. At lunchtime along I-95, it's about 73. At 4 o'clock, we're sitting at least 80 degrees with sunshine. In the Lehigh Valley at 8, we'll only be in the low 40s at best. Right now, you've dipped to the upper 30s. At lunchtime, it's 70. At 4 o'clock, 79. So getting equally warm there, but starting off on the cool side. In some spots in interior parts of South Jersey and Delaware, you're chilly in the 30s. Now in the Jersey Shore, you'll be at about 50 at 8. At lunchtime, 71. At 4 o'clock, 75. So we're all getting into the warmth today and then really going up tomorrow. In the overnight hours, 54 degrees for the overnight low. Pretty comfortable night ahead. A little cool in some of the suburbs, upper 40s once again. So like this morning, if you're heading out in the morning hours and you're in the suburbs, you're definitely going to want that jacket out there. But then we've got a strong cold front that comes through Wednesday and Thursday. Unfortunately, it looks like it comes through pretty dry. Maybe a sprinkle up in Allentown. That's about it. But you see the areas of blue and that flow out of the north. Cooler air returns and we'll have some highs into the 60s. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. It's sunny and very warm. 81 degrees for your high today. Even warm tomorrow. 83, which would be record tying. Wednesday, it stays warm with a high about 80 degrees for your highs. Maybe not record breaking, but still unusually mild for this time of year. Now, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, you get a cold front that comes through, maybe a sprinkle up north of the city. Thursday's breezy and cooler, about 67. On On Friday, seasonably cool. We end our week just in the mid-60s, which is around where we should be this time of year. But Saturday, after some early clouds, we get sunshine back and 70. Sunday is crisp and cool. I'm calling for 63, Matt, but I'm noticing some models suggesting Sunday maybe we hold into the 50s. That's a long ways off, but we'll see. If you kind of like that cool fall weather, we'll get at least a couple of days of that.